Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this video I wanted to talk about falling for somebody's potential. Now, many of us do it. I'm no stranger. I've done it in the past where I've fallen for somebody's potential and what they could be and all these fantasies and hopes and dreams of who they are and what we could be in a relationship. And oftentimes this happens because we want somebody to look at us like we are looking at this individual. So we oftentimes have certain characteristics or qualities that we want in a person, and we project this onto whatever person we're dating or whatever person that we're in a relationship with, and we project certain characteristics. Maybe they're loving, maybe they're smart, intelligent, they're good with their family. Certain characteristics that you want in a partner, we project onto this individual. So oftentimes as things happen, as you get to know a person, some of your beliefs may come out, some of their beliefs may come out, and you start to see their true self. So now, like, that honeymoon phase is gone, the blinders are off, and you start to see them as their true self. And in the past, you are more likely to, just brush certain red flags off or over. And because of this, because you wanted to be either in a relationship out of desperation, neediness, or you really saw the qualities that you wanted in an individual projected onto this specific individual that you were dating. So many times when we fall for a person's potential, they're giving us red flags, or either treating us inappropriately, their behavior is completely shifted from when they initially started the relationship or you started to date them, and they completely go into a very self-sabotaging mode where they actually don't believe that they are worthy of you as an individual. So then you try to convince them and build them up and tell them that they are worthy, and if they do very toxic and negative behaviors, or how they communicate is very toxic and inappropriate, and you still put up with it, there's a part of you that, yes, you're holding on to potential and looking for the good, but you're also allowing yourself to be disrespected and treated poorly, because there's a part of you that also doesn't believe that you are worthy of a relationship that is healthy, that is this amazing relationship that you have always desired. So you're just settling for less than you deserve. And what I mean, like, we're falling for their potential is they showed us who they were in the beginning, but they're no longer that individual any longer, because now their real self has actually come. And maybe early on they showed you signs of who they were, and there were certain red flags, but you negated those or you ignored them because you were clinging on to the idea of who they could be, that potential of, okay, if I have to work with them a little bit longer and make it work and convince them that they are worthy, that this could work, then that's when you start to go into that potential. And oftentimes we go into falling for the potential is because we may see that this person, or how we perceive this person, as physically attractive. Oftentimes we get into that delusion, that fantasy role, when we are so attached to their physical appearance. And it's not hard for us to fall into that pattern. We're bombarded with so many images from society, from Hollywood, of what the perfect person should look like and who they should be, and certain characteristics. You're influenced by your friends, your family, that if you find this attractive person, they have maybe 5 of the qualities that you want, or they had in the beginning, you're going to cling to them out of desperation, out of expectation of societal standards, your family standards, culture. All these things will allow you to cling and fall for somebody's potential, which is very dangerous because you're ignoring how you're getting treated, their behavior, if they're mentally unstable, if they're emotionally unstable. All these things happen, but if you have your blinders on and you're not willing to take them off, you're going to hurt yourself long term, because you're going to condition yourself to this very toxic pattern of codependency. And you're going to continue in the next relationship to get treated poorly because you haven't stopped this in the beginning. So oftentimes when we fall for a potential, we're falling for the potential of somebody who is not worthy of us. And if they were worthy of us, they would change their behavior. They would actively go and change or seek help or trying to better themselves. But if you try to convince them and try to save them that they're this, they're never going to believe that you, because they themselves do not believe that they are worthy of you. So unconsciously, they try to self-sabotage the scenarios. So you're always falling for their potential because of what they showed you temporarily in the beginning. But after a few weeks, they start to reveal themselves. But it's your job to notice the red flags, notice the deal breakers, and have enough self-respect to let things go. If this person does not have the majority of your relationship criteria, why are you settling? Oftentimes we settle because we do not think we're worthy of that ideal individual, or that individual is not out there. That we'll settle for maybe 5 of the 10 things that we want, right? Because either they have these qualities and they're semi-attractive or they're attractive, and we cling on to this idea instead of realizing, hey, I'm worth more. I should value myself more. I should respect myself and not be treated poorly. So oftentimes we fall for somebody's potential because, one, we want them to also see our potential, to build us up, to be supportive, to be empowering. But you're doing this with the wrong individual, because the person that sees you as worthy will do all those things. But you have to see yourself as worthy first, okay? So we cling onto the idea because we want to either save them, see their potential, but we're also settling for somebody who is less than worthy of us. You need to always remember that you are worthy, right? And to notice the red flags, to notice their behavior and how they treat you now. Don't, fantasize of who they are. Take them for face value. Oftentimes we get lost in our fantasy, our illusions, and it's very detrimental to us long term if we continue that pattern and we don't stop it. So know that you're worthy, you're valuable, and respect yourself enough to know that you don't need to settle. There's somebody out there who has your relationship criteria, who is attractive to you, that supports you, encourages you, and thinks you're worthy too. But you must first know that you are worthy of that individual. So I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.